Matches!
Hey, Shannon.
Matches!
What?
Matches! How you doing? It's good to see you. How are you, Matches? Man,
good. How are
tell
you?
Me, I'm good, man. Tell me how you are, man. Hey, guess what people are listening to? They're watching NOMS, man. They're watching NOMS. Which stands for what?
Podcast?
Yes!
Nerding out with Matches and Shannon.
That's right, with the help of Siskel Ebert. Oh my gosh! And what can they do? What can they do if they want to get more of this? What?
They could like and subscribe, baby.
Yes, that's right. You know it, Scooter. Because there's 8 million ways to like and subscribe. Hey, what's up, Matches?
Hey, Shannon, what's going on this week?
Oh, not much. I got a super rush of adrenaline there. I think I had too much EL fudge, but I'm all right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
you
got
like
lay off the EL fudge.
I'll only, you know what? When EL fudge is outlawed, only outlaws will have EL fudge. That's
true.
what I'm saying. It sounds like a cuss word.
I
How
had
you
dots.
doing? Oh, dots, nice. The classic movie snack that's not quite
That
a
I
gummy
never
bear.
got.
What are
Yeah.
dots? They're like a solid
know.
gel.
They're weird. Yeah.
They are weird, but you know what's weird? In Halloween, I love it when my kids would always get dots because I'm the only one who eats it. Those little tiny box samples.
They don't eat them at all.
No.
Oh, okay, so you get all the dots to yourself. That's cool.
I do. And I finally like dark chocolate. But remember when we were kids and we would get dark chocolate in our Halloween baskets and be like, crackle? Yeah. Mom, this is for you.
Yeah. Special dark was always for the parents. Yeah.
It's like a little treat for them driving. Here.
Yeah, here's your evening treat.
Here you go, Shannon's mom and dad.
Fine Corinthian chocolate.
The fine Corinthian chocolate. Speaking of fine Corinthian,
Shannon?
we have got a show for you tonight. Wow, tonight's movie. You wanna just give them maybe 7 million bits of info on this movie?
Well, today we're doing the disastrous classic 8 Million Ways to Die.
I think it's more like 700. I'm not doing the math. Yes.
80 million?
Yeah,
Ways to Die?
80
I don't know.
8
Something
million?
like, no.
Yeah. And what's funny is the movie is actually like 30 hours long. It's all ways. This is a 19...
It's not, but it seems like it.
It does seem really long. It does. This is I would say for 1986 neo-noir crime thriller with Jeff Bridges, okay, Rosanna Arquette, the first Arquette, by the way, the first Arquette to go into acting. She dipped her toe in. She did the dog paddle, so David Arquette could do the cannonball, so Patricia Arquette could do the swine dive. Dive, not swine dive. That's just rude.
And she had just done, I guess, Nightmare on Elm Street, or was that later?
Yeah, no, you're right.
87,
she was in number 3.
Okay. When was that?
Been around the same time, either.
Or 86, 87. Yeah, somewhere around there.
But Rosanna Arquette
they were
had been
big
around
back
with
then.
Desperately Seeking Susan and all that.
Yeah.
This is like I said, it's a 1996 crime thriller that I have never heard of. Like, you remember when we did Vibes? Like, I had at least seen the trailer for Vibes.
Yeah. I'd never heard of this one either, so I think it's perfect.
You pulled it
There's a
out.
reason, though, that neither of us ever heard of this movie.
And why is that? Oh, is there 8 million reasons?
It's not terrible.
Well,
Honestly,
no, it's not terrible. Tell
it
him
has
who loves
Quentin
it.
Tarantino's seal of approval, so you know what kind of movie you're getting into. There's some cool lines. There's some cool dialogue.
Yeah.
It goes on a little too much.
Yeah. I would
There's
say
some
it's
cool
about
scenes.
It's about an hour and 55 minutes too long. No, it is. It's watchable. I will say that.
Yeah.
It is. Like I said, I think it's a forgotten crime thriller. Here's the funny thing. It was supposed to launch a series of films because it's based on a series of detective novels called The Matthew Scudder Detectives that started in the 70s.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay.
Now here's the weird thing. This one, 8 Million Ways to Die, was actually the last book he wrote of Matthew Scudder. And we'll talk more about that. And then he ended up writing more, but this was supposed to be the last book. So they started the Matthew Scudder series with the last one. But,
Okay.
yeah. So, we don't just do this by ourselves. We get some help on our movie little adventure, don't we?
We do. We get our help from our little friends. Le Siskel and Le Ebert.
That's right. And we will say more about that. We will have the synopsis coming up. But first, it is time to roll that footage. Am I right? Before it starts rolling, I'm just going to say this is a very quintessential 80s. This is a very 80s film.
Oh, yeah. The poster is the most 80s, I think.
Welcome to it. Yes. Directed by Hal Ashby, 1986's 8 Million Ways to Die. Hal Ashby, don't know if that name sounds familiar to you, but apparently he is responsible for some beloved cinema from the 70s, such as The Last Detail with Jack Nicholson. I don't know if you've heard of that movie. Coming Home, a Vietnam vet drama with, I believe, Chris Christopherson and Jane Fonda. And a beloved movie, which I've never seen, but people really love it, and it got critical love. Harold and Maude, the very odd romance, Harold and Maude.
Oh, he did that. Okay.
He did that. And then this was his last film. Maybe.
Yeah, was it really?
It was. This was his last
At this
movie.
point, he was already in the slump. He had some stinkers, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
So, but he also did Shampoo as well. So.
He did. Shampoo. He also won an Oscar for editing, but I can't remember what movie it was. But it was a big movie, and he edited, and he won the Oscar for editing. That's how he got his start.
Yeah, okay.
Speaking of editing, why don't you hit him with a little side piece on what this movie's about? Give him the skinny.
That's a hard one, but I'm just going to say former police detective Matt Scudder, still recovering from his alcohol addiction, is seemingly drawn into the Los Angeles criminal underworld after stumbling upon a local drug ring.
Ah, yes, hookers. We're going to talk about all of that. Now, this is the 80s, so Siskel and Ebert, they're going to be looking in their prime. Am I right? They're going to be some young boys, some young Turks. Yeah, some beautiful little young boys.
I believe it's 86, and that's about when they started doing the Disney years that year. So we'll either get like the good stuff, the beginning of the good stuff, or like the bad stuff. So we'll see.
Oh, you mean like a 2-hour clip of the film?
Yeah. They had clips. They had to show them off. They were big stuff back then,
Awesome. Okay. They did. Yeah. So, what do you think they're going to say about this movie? Because like I said, I've never heard of this movie. I feel like it's been buried,
Yeah. All I know is like critically it was hated. And I want you to guess. I'll give you 2 options about what the Rotten Tomato score is.
Okay.
And it's anything either 0 or 100.
Okay, so negative
0
isn't. I was ready to go negative
or
50.
100. Dang. Okay.
Is it 0? Is it 0?
0. It's 0.
No.
As of a few years ago, I didn't check today, but I read.
Well, at least it didn't get more tomatoes than Superman.
Yeah, that's true. Like it wasn't a worse movie.
Do you think it was review bombed in 1986 and they were like, "Oh, Terms of Endearment is better"?
That's right. It's too woke.
Hey, man. I will say this, Jeff Bridges, I love him, but because I've seen Big Lebowski, I feel like every role he plays almost is Lebowski, because every time he says, "Man, well, okay, man," I'm like,
but that's always been his thing, man.
Right, man? Except for True Grit. I don't believe that Rooster Cogburn was like, "Feel your hands, man, you son of a bee."
He's a laid-back guy that's lived on his ranch since the early 80s with his wife. Like, he's got it made. You got to call his landline to get a hold of him, and hopefully he answers, or you leave a message and he gets back to you. Like, seriously, he's that kind of guy.
Yeah. I mean, we grew up watching him, and now he's like the elder statesman. He's still cool. He still makes.
You know who I forgot about before all this was Beau Bridges. Completely forgot about him. Oh, my gosh.
The other fabulous Baker Boy?
I know.
Wow. Okay. It is funny they're brothers. Yeah. But I mean,
I saw them together on an interview. Recently, so
really? Kind of both of them?
Yeah. It was about 2011 or so, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we, when we get back from this review of Siskel and Ebert, we got a few things we got to talk about. We have to talk about one of the longest standoff scenes I think I've ever seen, and why the dialogue and some of the way the movie was filmed, why it was filmed that way. And I got some insider dope on that. Get it? Insider dope, because it's about drugs.
Oh, do you? Okay.
And was Andy Garcia in his low rent Temu Scarface mode? We are going to talk about that. Andy Garcia is in this film. It's actually his 6th film, but this wasn't the film that broke him out. The next movie he made was Untouchables. So that was the movie that got him really noticed. Up until...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think this might have been his biggest role in this movie prior to the end. Are we ready?
Absolutely.
Come on, Scooter.
There it is. I got it.
Oh, Ebert with the sweater vest.
Look at him. Oh,
he's about to go on a date after this.
Jeff Bridges cracking a vicious drug dealer.
You gonna shut up? Shut up.
That part was just like, there are ways to talk to a woman, you know? You don't have to drag her off like that.
He's trying to get her alone to tell her what he knows and to tell her she might be in danger. He's like, shut up.
So bad.
He does.
So unnecessary.
It's a little over the top. Like, I'm trying to save your life. Shut up.
Yeah. He's jerking her around and throwing her down.
I feel like Hal Ashby was really loose with the direction of this movie. I feel like there are certain scenes that if you watch the movie, I feel like he was telling the actors to say them at the same time. Okay, you say your lines and you say your lines, and we'll try them at the same time. We'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens.
Yeah, and there's more to that, and I have a little fill in later. But we'll do that.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Our next film, 8 Million Ways to Die, seems to be a picture inspired by the hit TV series Miami Vice, and maybe the financially successful drug bust thriller Scarface. But all that this movie really is a cop and a drug dealer standing toe-to-toe and screaming at each other in a way that glamorizes.
That's true.
Well,
they did that
he gets it. He gets it. It is funny he would say that because the guy they brought in to do, well, I'll tell you about it later. It's a little behind the scenes things. But let's just say Miami Vice was a big influence, but it wasn't supposed to be.
Oh, wow. Well, I know this is like a drug-fueled production. They were all coked up.
Like behind the scenes, I'm sure it was.
Oh yeah. It was insane.
They probably didn't know they were.
This is the sleazy drug traffic. Jeff Bridges, normally one of our finest actors, plays a cop kicked off the sheriff's force after using too much violence. But he's drawn back into the police business after falling for a friend of that drug dealer, a hooker who the dealer has murdered. Now here, later, Bridges tries to warn her friend, another hooker at a party thrown by the dealer.
You later?
I bet you will.
Sarah.
Now what?
That's what I want to tell you.
Look, I do not want to talk to you anymore.
So Andy Garcia and his shark teeth.
All right, this is just when he.
Oh my gosh!
He rips her up.
What a great way to pause it.
What has he got there?
He looks like he's foaming at the mouth. He's wearing a mouth guard.
He got something in his mouth.
I was telling the producer before we started, Andy Garcia must have got his teeth fixed because they look like he still had his baby teeth in this movie, like a little shark. He's like a little shark.
Well, they said this was his first role ever. This is his first movie. And
No. It was the sixth movie. But
sixth movie? Oh,
yes.
They must have been wrong. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it was his first main role. I don't know.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think so. It was his first big role, and then Untouchables touched him.
Okay.
Yeah. This is where he gets so subtle and quiet. Shut your mouth.
He's capable of doing it. Now answer him. Go on, answer.
Shut up. Give me a break, Angel. I'm working all night.
Come on, baby.
That was Andy Garcia as the dealer with the ponytail and Rosanna Arquette as the blonde hooker. Her relationship with Bridges, which should be a strong part of this film, isn't very real or isn't very explored very much. And that's a shame because Arquette and Bridges can really be compelling on film, especially when you compare this film with something really exciting like Jeff Bridges combating another drug dealer and another dealer's girlfriend in his film Against All Odds. When you look at those two films together, 8 Million Ways to Die and Against All Odds, you see that 8 Million Ways to Die is mostly flash and trash, and I repeat, a lot of toe-to-toe screaming between Bridges and the Dope King to the point that you almost want to laugh at them. It has a great shootout at the end, but that's it. The
shootout, it was pretty great. But it was blink and you miss it. It happened so fast. They've just been standing there screaming forever.
Right? And that thing, well, I think he's talking about the gondola thing.
Oh, maybe. Well, that wasn't very good.
You didn't think so?
It was okay.
It was good. It was one of the slowest shootouts because the gondola is going like half a mile.
True. It's going,
you could probably walk up the hill faster and get to the park.
Imagine the tunnel of love without the tunnel, and it's going very slowly upwards. That's what we're talking about,
right?
People at home.
Could you imagine if you're with your significant other and you say something you shouldn't, but you just started the gondola? Well, you're acting like your mother. Oh crap!
Oh dear.
I think your sister's attractive. Oh, Lord.
Dad jokes. Okay, here.
You know it. I'm a dad. Let's see what Siskel Ebert had to say.
It's a loser.
I think he loved it.
I'm in agreement with everything you said, and there's another aspect I'd like to get into. In the film, Jeff Bridges is portrayed as a recovering alcoholic. At the beginning of the movie, he goes to an AA meeting. Then he has a relapse. Yeah. Then he makes his comeback, and at the end of the movie, he's giving a speech at yet another AA meeting. Right. Now, it seemed to me that either they should have dealt with this subject or they should have left it out of the movie altogether because it's so uneasily and awkwardly introduced that it always seems to be totally out of left field. It has nothing really to do with his character except in the scenes where he's doing it.
And you know what I thought they were doing? What? Because you know this film glamorizes the drug trade.
That's right.
Right? The drug trade is not this glamorous. It's very, very rough.
That's right.
And you probably laughed at all the toe-to-toe screaming. So you know what?
I love him.
I didn't watch this movie.
He's on stage.
Yeah, I don't think it glamorizes drug dealing. I think it glamorizes trunk snow cone selling snow cones out of your trunk.
Oh, yeah. How did those not melt in the trunk of the car?
That's what I want to know. There is a scene when Bridges' character is trying to set up a meet with Angel to bust him later. And when he meets him in the parking lot, he opens up his trunk and he's got a snow cone maker. He's like, "Hey, want some snow cones? Passion fruit." Passion fruit.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's got real snow. I thought it was a metaphor for cocaine, but it was real snow cones.
Yeah, for real, though. I thought they were about to get high in the back seat, but no.
I know, right? Would you like some snow cones?
That is white China.
Some nose candy. That is pure 80s right there. Very Miami Vice. Real quick, though, I disagree about the alcoholic thing because that's what fuels his character.
But they really didn't do anything to follow it up or anything else with it.
Because he was clean. Okay, at the beginning when they do the bust with the father who's a drug dealer and Bridges has to kill him, but maybe he didn't. He had been drinking before, so he goes into rehab. But then he has a relapse later after all the stuff happens that we'll talk about later. And it kind of fuels the movie because he's trying to stay off of it, but he can't. Or I don't know. Maybe I saw more into it than everybody else.
The way they handled it was, I think.
I agree. This whole movie is a whoops.
It is. Yeah.
Well, let's see how much they loved it.
I thought they did. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too. They wanted to have all this glamorization of the drug trade, and then to protect themselves, bring in the AA meetings, use the honorable organization AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, and use it to justify this other stuff, because the stuff AA meetings have nothing to do with this picture. This is Scarface badly done.
I thought it would have been fascinating if they had really made a movie about a guy who's trying to battle with his own problems, battle with these other guys, but not arbitrarily, not gratuitously. Next at the movies, the quiet.
What? The problem with this movie is that it's in the 80s and the whole thing, it's all been a pack of lies. That's what I'm saying.
Like War of the Roses is what I'm saying. Are you excited for the Roses coming out?
On a tangent, I am, and I will tell you why. Because I was so looking forward to War of the Roses as a little 12-year-old and was super disappointed about the movie. Dark and hateful. And I realized I knew it was going to be a dark comedy, but it was just so. Maybe we need to save that for a show of ours because it was so.
Yeah, and also you're a Cumberbatch. You're a fan of.
I love. No. I love Cumberbatch, but I think I love Olivia Colman just a bit more. She's adorable.
Oh man, just a bit more. No, a lot more. She's amazing.
Yes. And they both.
I feel like I want to be friends with her in real life, and we just get along.
Well, speaking of friends, I don't think Siskel Ebert loved 8 Million Ways to Die. I think they gave it 8 million thumbs.
I don't know of any critic that did. Like I said, 0%, but I don't think it deserves a 0%. I've seen much worse movies than this. It did not. It kept my attention. Like I was watching it.
Yeah. Once I put my phone down. No, I mean, it does keep your attention. It's just, it's so funny. Like I said, this movie is based on a book series. And if they were going to plan to do more Matthew Scudder movies, it's weird they started with the last book because in the last, he's alcoholic for like the, because he's an ex-cop who now in the books, apparently he accidentally killed a young girl. And so he went out and now he's like an unlicensed private eye who does favors for friends, but in the legal way. He's trying to save the day. So at the end of the 8 Million Ways to Die book, he finally enters rehab. He goes into alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And the author, Lawrence Block, he had planned to end it that way. And then he had a contract, so he started writing more stories. He wrote more books. And so Matthew Scudder lived on for another decade or so.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah. And they attempted to make another Matthew Scudder movie in 2014 with Liam Neeson called A Walk Among the Tombstones, which I've heard of, but I never saw it.
Okay. Interesting.
It does. Maybe more interesting. I don't know.
Probably would be. I don't know. It's not their fault, though. I know Hal Ashby is a very good director.
Well, I mean,
he had a little slump there.
Yeah, exactly. He had won an Oscar, and he had so many great hits and critically beloved movies. Yeah. It's okay to jump. It's okay to fall down a little.
But it wasn't his fault, really. There was a rogue producer involved, folks.
Yes.
There's a lot. And this rogue producer had no faith in. So at one point, he stole all of the footage. He fired Ashby.
And
he
the
went
editor.
into his little editing room and chopped and screwed the whole movie. And I want to blame that guy. I don't want to blame Hal Lash. Like cutting the movie, editing the movie is almost, if not more important than actually filming the movie.
Yes.
Because, you know.
Yes. Yes, that is true. I have seen movies that were terrible, and then they release like a producer, director's cut, and I'm like, that's what they were trying to do, you know?
Yeah. And it's
get
true. Like, even a little bit can screw up a whole movie.
Yep.
This was not, it wasn't a failure, I don't think. It was just not, I don't want to say not good.
No, that's a good description. I think not good is a pretty accurate. Well,
I would say I don't want to say not good, and that's all I say.
Well, they also
that's
cut
my
out.
review.
Well, okay. They also cut out key important scenes of Rosanna Arquette that actually did fill her character up, and they were important scenes. So if you've got lots of questions, so did they, because they cut those. They had Jeff Bridges redo some dialogue. They changed a whole bunch of scenes, like you said, and he demanded that the music guy make it sound like Miami Vice with the.
Jeff Bridges did?
No, the producer.
Oh.
No, that'd be funny if Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
make it
he
sound
by all
like
accounts messed up everything, and I feel like we deserve the Ashby cut, but I guess it's not possible.
It's probably lost in time since it was the 80s. It's probably covered in cocaine.
Is he still alive? Is he dead?
No, Hal Ashby died, I believe, in the early 90s.
Oh, for a long time. Okay.
Yes,
So we're not getting the Ashby cut.
No, we're not getting the Ashby. We're not getting the Ashby Jr. cut.
Nice.
So it's funny, like originally, so who wrote this was Oliver Stone. And you might have heard of Oliver Stone. He did JFK, and that's it. No, Oliver Stone, known for Platoon, Wall Street. The
People love him, people hate him. He's
Exactly. Exactly. He is loved and hated. So he wrote the movie, and then they asked him to come back and do rewrites. And it'd been so long, he was busy filming the movie, I think, Salvador. So they got a writer to come in and do rewrites. Well, here's the thing. They were ready to start filming, but they didn't have the full completed script. So the reason it sounds like people are yelling over each other is because a lot of it was improv.
Okay.
Well, not a lot, but enough to make it disjointed.
Okay. All right. So even sometimes they may not even been standing across from each. I guess they could film the other side later, you know?
Quite finished. We got to talk about that warehouse scene. So like Bridges finds out, okay, well, I guess we got to get in the middle here. We're missing Alexandria Paul, the actress Alexandria Paul. And you might be thinking, who is that, Shannon? Well, if you ever watched Baywatch in the 90s and you notice the lifeguards that didn't have the man-made flotation devices, it was Alexandria Paul. She was very tall, even shorter hair on Baywatch. She was actually in a pretty good amount of movies around this time. I know her from I know her from the movie version of Dragnet that was a comedy instead of a serious Dragnet. Do you remember?
That.
She played the character, and this was her name, the Virgin Connie Swell. Because she was supposed to be used for like a pagan ritual, and they saved her. And at the end, Tom Hanks is walking around with Dan Aykroyd. He goes, "Last night I had a wonderful evening with Connie Swell." And Hanks goes, "You mean the Virgin Connie Swell?" And Dan Aykroyd looks at the camera. Da, 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 da. I'll never forget that. She plays the hooker Sonny, who puts the whole plot into motion. Like she asks, okay, and they never explained why, but apparently she requests Matthew Scudder to come to a party. She pretends he's her boyfriend, and she's trying to get him to get her to get out and leave because she says that an old acquaintance of Scudder's that he busted named Chance, who is now a mostly legitimate businessman, is her pimp, and he's trying to hurt her. But that's actually not true. So it's never revealed why she tells him it's Chance when it's Angel who's trying to kill her.
Jeff Bridges kind of explains it pretty well.
Yeah, yes, I've gone cross-eyed.
Yeah, it's okay. We don't have to get into that at all.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But she does die, and it's very sad. And that's
she died brutally, too. That was a crazy. Like, I wonder if she's going to... Oh, my God, she's not going to make it. She's not going to make it.
No, because there's a spray of blood on the back window in the van she's in. You're like, what the heck was that?
Jeez.
Was that
that's too much blood.
That was a lot of blood. We got to talk about, real quick, before we get to the awesome warehouse scene. So Angel Maldonado, played by Andy Garcia, with amped up Scarface energy. Love Andy Garcia. He is like, every sentence is punctured with baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
It's true, yeah.
And tell them how he mispronounces Scudder's name. What's he keep calling him?
He keeps calling him like Scooter.
Like with the accent, like, come on, Scooter.
Scooter. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if it was the accent he was using, like, come on, Scooter, come on, Scooter.
Yeah. It was definitely like the way somebody sure Mexican
he was pouring it on,
that, so.
which is funny because he was in The Godfather 3. So is he like Lou Diamond Phillips? Can he walk in more than one world? I mean,
I don't know.
Lou Diamond Phillips, who, by the way, is going to be at Arkansas Comic Con. Just a little plug.
Cool.
So it's very confusing. But I have to say, before we get into that scene, he's got two henchmen named Tio and Mundo. And Mundo is about my size. He kind of looks like a weeble. You know, Mundo looks really funny. And your brother did point out there's this one scene where Andy Garcia sort of kidnapped Rosanna Arquette. And he tells Mundo to leave, and Mundo had been playing games on the Apple computer.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
Yes, and the whole distracting thing about the scene, I don't even know what Arquette and Garcia are saying, because all I can see to the right is Tio in a room is dancing. Mundo comes in, and they start dancing together. And they're just having a great... I didn't even know what they were saying. I had to rewind because I'm watching them in the background.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
Salsa
cool.
dancing.
Like,
Hilarious.
just
So
in case no one
basically-
cares about what's on screen, you can just...
I know, right? Watch
find
Mundo dance.
something. Yeah.
There's a showdown at the end. Chance has a bodyguard that I did not recognize who it was until 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Tell him who it was. One of the most beloved actors in my world.
That's true. It was old Tiny Lister Jr.
Old Tiny, a.k.a. Debo from
Debo.
Friday.
That's Debo from Friday. That's
But
right.
not just Debo, okay? Also, one of his favorite roles I think he ever had was in The Fifth Element as the president of Earth.
Oh, yes. Oh,
And-
man. Love that. Yeah.
Yes, because they cast him against type. You know, he always played like a bully, a villain, a henchman.
And he
maybe not
did
words.
really well. Like,
He did really well. He was a good actor. But yeah, Tiny Lister Jr. is his bodyguard. His name is Nose Guard.
It's true.
Nose Guard.
Yeah,
Nose
I
Guard.
watched
Calm
it.
Yeah.
I saw all of it.
We've seen this.
We've
Let's
seen
talk-
this.
Let's talk about, real briefly, the warehouse showdown where Bridges has his drugs and he's threatening to blow him up if he doesn't give him Rosanna Arquette. They are in, okay, you know how all these like showdowns and crime movies seem to end in an abandoned warehouse? They're just scattered. As a kid, I thought they were scattered all over the cities. Just big warehouses where you could have a showdown.
Yeah.
Even Captain America Civil War, big warehouse.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
yeah, this is a big warehouse. This is
the longest showdown ever because Garcia and Mundo and Tio, they've got Rosanna Arquette. On the left side is Tiny Lister Jr., nose guard. On the right is Chance. In the middle is Jeff Bridges with all this cocaine, and he's got it, he's going to blow it up. He's going to set it on fire. They are yelling at each other, like Siskel Ebert said. Was the scene 2 hours?
No, the whole movie was 2 hours, but it seemed like it.
I feel like they were...
Jeff wasn't full center. He was a little back. So they were so far away yelling back and forth because he had the cocaine that was supposed to be Angel's, but was the cops, I guess. I don't know if it was his,
No, it was Angel's. No, he was using Chance's legitimate businesses to smuggle it in. Chance didn't know.
Oh, that's right.
That's why Chance had a vendetta against him, because not only did he kill Sonny, who he thought highly of, and he was threatening to kill Rosanna Arquette, he was also using him as a behind-the-scenes and unknowing mule.
Yeah.
But
Awesome,
it must be the world's longest warehouse in the world. That's why they had to yell, because they don't even meet. And then they're yelling, and not only does Angel say, baby, don't burn it, baby, don't burn it. Mondo keeps telling Rosanna Arquette, I hope he loves you, baby. I hope he loves you, baby. Hope he loves you, baby. And tell him
That's
what,
love right there.
That is love. I think I know why Tarantino liked this movie, because of that one scene. Tell him about the gun and Rosanna Arquette's face.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. Was it Tio?
No, Mundo. Mundo's the big guy.
That's right.
Tio's the guy with the mustache.
Mundo had what looked like a sawed-off shotgun taped to the side of her neck in the most uncomfortable way possible, and then all around her head, I guess, or whatever.
Yes.
and it looked like duct tape, so it wasn't like easy tape. Yeah. It was so wild, but like it was still scary. You're like, oh my gosh, she's gonna die. Like that woman is going to die.
She's freaking out. They're all yelling at each other. Guns are drawn. Bridges is yelling. Everyone's yelling. Cocaine's on fire.
I will say Andy Garcia is very good in this. Jeff Bridges is very good in this. Andy Garcia is very menacing, because he can be all happy and poppy, but he's also so menacing at the same time. Like, you're scared of what he might do next.
I would say he's a lot more friendlier than Scarface. Yes.
On the outside, down on the inside.
I did notice something about his California home, though. The walls on the outside and also on the inside kind of look like, have you ever seen a modern day playground where they got that climbing wall? It's not rock.
Yeah.
It's not plastic. It kind of looks like that. Like I was expecting Mundo to be climbing. Hey, how you doing, baby?
What was that?
I don't know, but it looked like the playground stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know if I've written any. Oh, I will say there was one funny thing about the beginning of this film. I noticed the production company is called Producers Sale Organization. Produces. Yeah.
Interesting.
It kind of reminds me of like the companies that go into the movie business like, hey, we make meat products, but let's go Hollywood.
Yeah, I really like the beginning of the movie. The line that was so cool. I don't remember what exactly.
Oh,
he
says, and there are 8 million ways to die, and the naked. No. Is it? Sorry, rewind. There's 8 million stories in the naked city, and then how that old show goes. Well, I guess we got 8 million ways to die.
They promised something that their ass could not cash, or
That's this whole movie. It's wait credits.
It wasn't that bad. It had a really cool ending and a really cool beginning. Sure.
It did. It had great actors giving their all, and they were limited by, like you said, the producer ruining it. So
yeah, the producer ruined it. That's my final take. I think it would have been something else.
I think it could have been a big hit on video had it been better.
And that poster, we're going to show it, I guess, but it goes so hard. That's the most 80s poster ever.
Let's recreate it. Oh, wait, I'm Rosanna Arquette. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, speaking of recreating, let's wrap this mother up.
All right.
Do you want to go first with your rating of both?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be too kind to it. I was a little harsh on Deep Blue Sea last week. I watched our episode today. I don't know why I gave it 2 stars. That's really low and really rude. I would give it 3 today. But it's too late.
You never know until you see yourself on screen. Then you know.
It's true. Yeah, that was way too harsh. I was like, wow, I can't believe I did that. You know,
I know. I think you were surprised how much I loved it.
Yeah. And this week, I'm going to give 8 Million Ways to Die. I almost forgot what it was called. It's not that great.
Jeff Bridges goes to town.
Yeah. I'm going to give it. Okay. Trunk ices out of 2.
2 trunk ices. I love it. I just love it when he goes, it's passion fruit.
It's passion fruit.
Passion fruit. So what do you give the review of Siskel Ebert?
I mean, they were spot on. It was fine review. We were in the olden times in Ebert.
Yes.
Even though they would change toward the later of the year, towards the better show, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Better produced, better done.
More snappy. Yeah.
I agree with you on the review. I did notice Siskel said the usually reliable Jeff Bridges. Because he is.
He is. Yeah,
I guess he did. No, I'm guessing.
He wasn't bad in this. He was really good in this for what he had.
He gave it his all. So this movie is, oh gosh. I mean, it's watchable, but it's not going to be like a hidden gem that you think it is, even though Tarantino loves it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it 2.5 scooters. Out of Mundos.
You got to give it a half more than me. You just have to one-up me or half hour.
If only because of the Mundo dance scene. That's the only. Right. I feel like Mundo was the unexplored character that we needed for this movie. Mundo and Nose Guard. I would see those two in a buddy cop movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely, yeah.
Right.
And guess what I give Deep Blue Sea after watching our show? Still 4 stars.
It's too many stars. There's just too many. All right, well, what's next, Shannon?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Next is where Shannon sings. Wait, am I supposed to say it? Next is where I do a little theme song. And this week, I was no less inspired than normal.
Really?
Yeah. Here's the thing. This movie changed my life in so many ways. Mm-hmm. And I just, I think it's time to sit off the TNT. Dude. So if you want your dirty deeds, I'm going to do them for $1. I'm going to do them for cheap. So are you ready? I got to ask you a question, though. Okay. The opposite of yes is usually no, but sometimes it can be nah. So if I were to say to you, yes, what would you say the opposite would be? Na, scudder. Na, scudder. Na, scudder. He's a cop, and it messed up, so he quit. Scudder, he got sober, met a hooker who threw a big fit. Scudder, she got killed, and he knew it was Andy Garcia. Scudder. So he got help from the first aid kit and a huge bottle of tequila. Scudder from the inside of Stone Codes. And Chance's big frown with help from Debo. Bad guys are going down. Looks like Scudder's drunk. Do, 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 do. Scudder's drunk. Yeah, Scudder's drunk. Do, 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 do. Help me, matches. Yeah, it's all right. Jeff Bridges, what a sight. Come on, woo. You've been Scudder drunk. Whew. Thank you.
That was rough, but thank you.
Thank you. You know, I always had a question like the lead singer of AC/DC. Do you think he talks like that all the time? Like, how's it going? I'd like fries and a shake.
I saw the best short on Reels or something, and it was two guys, and one of them was like, all right, we're going to call our band AC/DC. Who do you think should be the singer? And the other guy goes, I don't know. It could be any one of us.
That's awesome.
It was so good.
Man. That is so funny. You know, he wasn't telling him the truth. I think he was telling a pack of lies.
That's right, a pack of lies.
But now it's time to... That's a pretty good sketch, actually, by the way. Are you excited? Are you feeling it?
Perking up. Guess what time it is?
Hey, percolating.
Guess what time it is, Shannon?
I'll tell you what time it is, Matches. You tell me what time it is.
It's time for
the video movie corner pick of the week. The video movie corner pick of the week. You're welcome. That guy is great. So, video movie corner pick of the week. Tell him what's up, Matches. Tell them what it is.
This week, every week we take your little hand down to the tiny little corner movie store down, and we pick you out a movie for you to watch that you may or may not have seen. And that's about it.
That's a pretty good description. It's a movie that either Siskel and Ebert, before their reviewing days on TV, after their reviewing days on TV, or maybe they didn't touch, or maybe they did touch it, and they were just like, bad touch. I don't know. Would you like to go first? Because I've got a fun one. I bet you do too.
Yeah, you can go first. It's fine.
Well, all right. Well, you know, last week I chose Summer School as an end of summer movie. Well, this week I'm choosing a high school film to mark the occasion that the kids march back to their sentencing at school. And this is a movie that I feel is maybe not an undiscovered gem, but maybe a forgotten gem, and it is better than 8 Million Ways. This is a high school comedy that is not like any other comedy. It's a bit of a Western. It's got a showdown at the end. From 1987, my video movie pick of the week is 3 O'Clock, directed by Phil Genoa, which we've talked about before, because he wrote Flight of the Navigator.
Oh, cool. I don't know this movie, I guess.
Really?
The name sounds familiar.
You may not. Yeah. This was a movie from 1987. It came out, and I feel like it jumped to video, you know, and we rented it because I didn't want to see it. And it's a great movie. This movie stars Casey Simasco, who apparently only stars in things every few years. He was in Young Guns as Charlie. I think he was in Damages on FX, or he was on some FX show. He shows up every now and then. He's scruffy. Yeah. He's got I did not know it was him forever because Charlie was like hairy and bearded, and this was around the same time that he did these movies. Casey Simasco is a young high school student. Yes, he looks like he's in his late 20s, but it was the 80s. If you didn't look like you had a third mortgage and a second divorce in 1987, you were a high school student. So he is a normal, good high school student, has a nice girlfriend, has a nice family. He has a future ahead of him. He's an all-A student. He's a reporter for the paper. He's the head of the student store, which I thought was a cool thing in high school. And then one day they get a transfer student played by Richard Tyson, who you may know as the villain Mr. Crisp from Kindergarten Cop, as the kid's dad. And my mom liked him on a show called Hardball, and he's kind of been in and out of stuff. Well, Richard Tyson, who also looks 40, is apparently got a reputation because he's coming from an alternative school. And everyone's like, you know, they're making up all these rumors like, I heard he killed his teacher. I heard he deals drugs. And so Casey Simasco tries to make friends with him and get a story about new students. Well, Richard Tyson's character does not take kindly to people poking in. And he tells him at 3 o'clock after school, he will beat the crap out of him. So it's kind of like high noon. There's a showdown coming, and all day long. Jerry Mitchell is Casey's name, and Buddy Revell is Richard Tice's name. All day long, there's a tension set. Casey Simasko's trying to get out of it. He tries to do all these different things. He finally resigns himself to his fate. It's a funny movie. It is not like any high school 80s movie that I remember, because there's something to it. It's I'm not saying it's totally deep. It's not Fast Times at Ridgemont High. A lot of people love that movie, but it's fun. It's a fun little movie, and Jeffrey Tambor's in it, and a few other people you might recognize from the 80s and 90s. So check out 3 O'Clock High.
I'll have to do that, Shannon. Thank you.
Tell them Shannon sent you.
That's
what do
right.
you got?
I've got this week, my video movie corner pick of the week is Shannon.
Oh, yeah,
can you guess? I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, I can. Is it Freaky Tales?
It's not, no.
Okay.
It should be, though. It really should. Oh,
It should be.
Why didn't I think of that?
That would be great.
Genius. All right, well, my video movie corner pick of the week is a movie that I didn't care too much for. I watched it this past week. It's called Eeny Meeny.
Oh, tell us.
And it's fine. It's a paint by numbers crime heist kind of a thing that just, I don't know. It's got Samara Weaving in it. It's got another kid in it. I can't remember his name. Sorry. He was in Things and also Stuff.
My wife saw the trailer and she's like, I know him, but I don't.
Yep.
Who is that?
Yeah. He was in a couple things that I knew, but but we also had Andy Garcia in his most recent role. So that's why I wanted to talk about him.
Looking a lot older.
A little bit. Yeah, and we also got a great cameo from Steve Zahn in this. I love that.
I already
guy.
stole the car.
Absolutely. And no, it's not bad. It's just that it's so, you can tell someone was really writing the script. They were really going to like Tarantino the crap out of this. And like not, and it's good, but it's too spot on. There's no heart and soul. It's just what's written on the page is what we see on the screen, like nothing more, nothing less.
Nice.
And it had that kind of feel to it. It wasn't as natural, but it also had some funny parts. It was still well written. It just wasn't well maybe directed or edited.
They thought they had something more special.
Yeah, it was fine. It was. They knew how to check all the boxes, except for that one finished film, But yeah, it's not bad. Check it out.
Okay, all right. That's Eeny Meeny. And where can you find Eeny Meeny?
You can find Eeny Meeny on Hulu.
Okay, and that was our video movie. So there I was, sitting at my desk, doing a normal podcast like always. She walked in. She walked in through my door like ice cream on a hot day, about to melt. What are you doing here? And she said, I need your help.
I need your help.
And I was like, all right, dame, but I don't do anything for free. Now hand me that bottle of Jack Daniels with a little bit of gin and just a little bit of Zima, because I like to hold on to the... She said she was in trouble, and she was in trouble bad. There was somebody after her, or before her. I don't know, I couldn't tell, I was drunk. She said, I do a lot of things. And I said, well, what do you do for main work? She says, I'm a prostitute. A prostitute, I say. She said, yes, that's what I do for a living.
That's what I do for...
I said, oh, that's kind of scuzzy, but you look like a high price kit. About $3.50. So we talked, and I decided to help the dame out. I also let her know that I'm part of a podcast team, a big podcast team. She said she was a fan. And I said, well, a lot of people think I'm the best member of the podcast team and the most good looking. And she said,
yes, I completely agree.
So then we decided to go our separate ways because I was drunk and had forgotten. Ain't that right, baby? That's right, baby.
Okay, Scooter.
That's my story, Scooter.
All right.
Oh, I did forget to say that James Avery has a Blink and You Miss It cameo in this movie. Do you know who James Avery is?
I know the name.
You know him as one of the most beloved father figures in the world. Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
Really?
I saw him and I was like, holy crap.
I know, you know. Okay, he was a young Uncle Phil. It was 1986, so yeah.
It was like Internal Affairs or something. They were
he's barely in it. He's barely in it, yeah. And I'm sure there were probably people we didn't recognize either, but
probably, yeah.
Oh,
well,
right.
Shannon, that's the end of the show.
You can't. If you want to watch this movie, you can check it out on Prime, Tubi, And a bunch of other free ones too.
It'll probably be edited on Tubi, so I'd watch Pluto. Good. You know
what?
You need to.
I did watch the Tubi version. Do you think you saw a better movie?
Yes, much better.
And then you watched 8 Million Ways to Die.
I saw the boobies. I saw the curse words. I saw.
Well, I saw the. I'm not saying anything more. My mom could be listening. I saw the PG version. 8 Million Ways to Cut Yourself. Ouch. To get a boo-boo.
All right.
Speaking of boo-boos, let's tell them. Let's get out of here. But what do we got to tell them first? They got a lick and they got a Subway.
Nope, that's like and subscribe, Shannon.
Whatever.
If you feel like it. I hope you do. That'd be great. And also, you can comment down below or email at us at nomspodcast@gmail.com if you'd have a movie from around 1986 to around 2006, 7, 8, and you want us to do it, let us know. We'll see if there's a review available. Thank you.
And we'll give you a shout out. Hey, let's end the show shouting at each other like at the warehouse. Matches, it was a good show. I had a good show, Matches. Did you have a good time? I had a good time, baby. Did you have a good time?
I'm high on your Angel.
Oh. Hey, put it down. Put it down, baby.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom.